I get a lot of questions from you guys about what my channel is about. And to be honest, I don't know. I don't know what my channel is about just yet. I know that the title was given to me by God, Live in Joy, in the way that it's, it's a play on words. And I know that my intention with my channel is to just live in joy. And it's a reminder really to myself and to everyone else to live in joy as best you can and as much as you can, because life is filled with misery, frustrations, disappointments, confusion, chaos, danger, suffering. Life is filled with so much darkness, so much sadness, and sometimes it can overtake us. And it overtakes me sometimes as well. So my channel is dedicated to the mundane moments, the big miraculous moments where we find joy, pure joy, peace, and happiness. And we expand on that. That's what I would like to do with my channel. Expand in joy and encourage others to do the same. But I feel that if we are very intentional about how we show up, what our mentality is going to be, the choices that we make, I feel that joy is inevitable. We deserve to feel joy as well as any of the other detrimental emotions that we will go through in our life, in our day-to-day lives and lifetime. No matter what it looks like for you, we all are different. So joy could mean something differently to someone else than it would for me. Joy right now is the gym. We're here at Planet Fitness. I do enjoy going to the gym. I'm learning more about my body and what I need to do to maintain it and to be healthy. So I'm actually going to be intentionally and consistently working on just feeling good in my body, feeling more confident, liking the way I look, liking the way that I feel, and just giving that energy to myself, because I feel like, we only get one life, we only get one body. So I want to take care of both the best that I can. And that's really what this is about, is just taking care, being in joy, being uplifted, encouraging others to do the same. Because if we have a world filled with people that are full of well-being and happiness, I feel that we are just going to continue to make the world a better place. It starts with individual people making the conscious choice to be well and to live well and to do well. So that's what I feel like I am about, and I just want to continue to do that in the channel. I feel like will be my accountability partner, if I don't have one in real life, is to, hold myself accountable to what I say and what I do, make sure that it's all in harmony and it all aligns, and just give myself the best life that I can give. It's not going to come from a relationship. It's not going to come from my family. It's not going to come from my job. It's not going to come from just anything. It's going to come from me intentionally deciding to live a life that's fulfilling, that's meaningful, that's beautiful to me, and whatever that means to me. So I'm just going to go on this journey and figuring out all of what I'm talking about, what that means to me. But I just want to take it to the next level. It's time to take it to the next level and see what we can do outside of my comfort zone. Being on YouTube, talking to the camera, watching myself on video is extremely uncomfortable. Hearing my voice, oh my gosh, hearing my voice, seeing my hair, just all the stuff that makes me feel like I can't do it, or I'm not good enough, or I don't have what it takes to actually show up. I really want to fight through that. And I feel like that's another pathway to joy for me, is to not allow my own insecurities stop me from just showing up, because I don't want to show up sometimes, because I'm just like, my hair, my body, my skin, even though my skin looks really nice today. I've been taking care of it. But, it's just about mentality. And now that I'm getting past the point of caring about my own little insecurities and what other people may think about me or have to say about me, the more that I'm letting that go, the easier this is getting. But I really will come up with a more niched idea of what this is going to be about. So I'm really excited. So let's go to the gym. Let's go get some workouts in. I'm not going to claim, awkwardness. I'm going to claim confidence. I'm going to claim beauty. I'm going to claim that bad bitch is doing this. I'm going to claim I'm going to be inspired and inspiring. So I'm going to not draw from a place of fear, but a place of determination. and just do this, you know? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Thank you for telling me. Okay, so I just finished the workout. I got approached by the general manager of the place, and they told me you can't record in Planet Fitness, so I learned something new today. And I recorded a lot too, so I'll put it all together. But we're not allowed to be recording in the gym, which makes sense if it's a non-judgment zone. Like, you don't know what people don't know what you're recording. If you're recording people talking about people or something or whatever, I don't know. People may not want to be on your video walking by accidentally being uncomfortable. This lady walked by and she was like, oops, and I'm like, you don't have to even worry about it, like, pretend I'm not here. But yeah, so it makes sense not to record in the gym, and I'll be mindful of that next time. It's getting cooler outside, so I may be able to just go work out at the park and like do other extracurricular activities like hiking and just being at the park, you know, running up hills and stuff, get some weights. I wanted to record just to kind of like record a rhythm, like get a pattern, like sets and stuff. I don't know how to explain it, but I just want to like document my progress and like keep track of what I'm doing so I can be even more consistent. So that was my intention with recording today, like to watch my posture to see if, you know, sometimes when I was vlogging for when I was camping, I noticed that like my posture is a little off, and so is I have a little pudge on my stomach, you know, so I'm gonna be being more conscious of like engaging my core just like on a regular basis. Like, it's getting a little loosey goosey, so I'm gonna try my best to just like be more present in my body and conscious of what my body's doing and being in control of my muscles. It really felt nice to go slow and actually isolate muscles and focus on one area in my mind's eye. It was actually a really good workout. I feel really good right now. I feel really good right now. So right now we're about to head to Fry's or the store, get some protein. So like chicken, vegetables, get some fruit, and then make some shrimp fried rice or chicken tortilla soup or something simple. Like, I'm trying to keep my meal prepping to a minimum and with minimal effort and energy. Might even just get some sushi just for lunch because I haven't eaten breakfast or anything this entire morning. Actually, I haven't eaten today at all. That's not good. I have a lot of goals now, and it's going to require me to be able to focus and commit to my current routines and goals. And I know while, just long term, like things will work out if I just stay on the course, stay on the path. And I really do want to enjoy the entire process. That's the part of why I started this channel as well, is just having the mentality to enjoy what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. When I get to a stopping point, I'm going to talk about the mental shifts that I've made that has made it easier for me to get started on my lifestyle changes. Because all the things that I want to do is a mental shift in my mentality, like, you know, like not making excuses for my complacency, not making excuses for my mediocrity, or just keeping myself in my comfort zone. I don't have any excuses for that. Like, if it's going to require that I get up and go to the store to meal prep, I have to do that. If it requires that I have to cook and clean and wash my dishes, then I'm going to do that too. So I'm just going to commit to the changes that I'm making that are for my greater good, and not make excuses as to why I can't do this and why I can't do that, or it's too hard or it's too much and da-da-da. Like, no, like, I'm going to get my ass up and I'm going to live my life, and I'm going to do what I need to do to make sure that, you know, I can delay gratification and make sure that things happen that need to happen, and I don't have anxiety and depression because, you know, I'm not doing what I say I'm going to do. Let's get out of this cycle of self-sabotage and not feeling like I'm good enough to actually make the changes. Like, it's over. We're on a whole new path now. So I got myself some sushi from the store. I know it's kind of, I don't know if it's ghetto or not, but I really love this sushi. My car's making a lot of noise. I really like this sushi, and I get my little sometimes I'll get kombucha. There's this Love Lavender one that I love with the brand, or I'll get some coconut water. So I got my coconut water, and I got my sushi. This is like my go-to lunch, or like a quick little thing so I'm not starving if I go all day without eating. This is not the right one. I meant to do Philadelphia roll, but I got the salmon. I got a smoked salmon one. Actually, the smoked salmon is bomb. This is absolutely delicious. All right. That was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I think it's been the last few months that I've been able to shift my mindset over the last few months, because I've just gotten to the point where, you know, if I have a problem with myself and I have control over if I can change that or not, I've really just decided to go ahead and change it. Go ahead and work towards something that will make me feel good about myself. Self-esteem is so important, because if you have low self-esteem, you really limit yourself to what you feel comfortable doing, what you want to do, what you feel like you're able to do, and it really can determine your behavior. Something that's really resonated with me is cognitive behavioral therapy. So if you feel worthless, you feel ugly, you feel bad about yourself, and then you get in a situation and these thoughts pop up about yourself and just like yourself in general, and then you react and have an emotion to those thoughts and to that situation that you're interpreting through your core belief of I'm not good enough, I'm not beautiful, etc., then your behavior is then implemented in that feeling and in that thought and that core belief that you have for yourself. And then that behavior shows up, and you may not ask that person out on a date. You may not go try a new dance class. You may not believe yourself to even try to go for a promotion or do something that would probably really be so beneficial to you. Cognitive behavioral therapy, recognizing if you have low self-esteem or not, is going to be a game changer in getting to living in joy. And that's something that I've been intentionally doing for the last few months, is to heal the core beliefs that keep me from expanding and getting out of my comfort zone and feeling like I'm not good enough and not wanting to try certain things and do certain things. One of the tips that I have for breaking out of the mentality of just like getting started with something that you really want to do, whether that's YouTube, whether that's starting taking a course or something, or trying something different that you haven't really tried, or you've been wanting to try but you didn't do it because you feel X, Y, and Z. So research and look up what CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, and do some inner work on that. That will help to build your self-esteem. That's one thing that's been helping me get started with my YouTube channel, is to address my core beliefs and heal any kind of feelings that come from like my childhood, the conditioning in my environment, things of that nature, and just breaking through those barriers. It's been liberating. I feel so much better on the inside and the outside. So I really highly recommend that. Another thing that I've done to build my self-esteem and to feel better about myself is to have a routine, you know? What I've actually done is I've started doing a facial routine. You know, when I get out of the shower, I'll do my toner, I do some vitamin C, some exfoliation, I'll do some like rose water mist. That feels really good. It's like a good way to like pamper and take care of my skin. And then I'll put some moisturizer on and some other like wrinkle-free serums and stuff like that. Like there's a whole thing that I do, but it really just makes me feel loved. Like to take care of my skin and take care of my body makes me feel really good about myself. Even though I have imperfections like we all do, I try not to nitpick about it, but I just do what I can with what I have and take care of what I have, like my skin. So just recognizing the things that make you feel good physically. I also recommend drinking water, working out. Like those are things that have been really helping me, that's helped me be more confident and more have a higher self-esteem where I believe I can actually do more than I've been doing. I've noticed as well, another barrier that I've personally faced, and you may have faced as well, is the barrier of just not forgiving yourself for the opportunities that you may have let pass you by or you may have missed because of whatever reason. Like you feel like, okay, it's too late to try now because I had an opportunity to do something before, but I let it go because of this and that, and you just blame and shame yourself so much that you don't pick yourself back up and try again. I've tried to make and start a YouTube channel years and years ago. I think it's been like 6 to 8 years ago that I tried to do a YouTube channel. And because I'm like, well, I failed that time, I didn't do it, I'm not completing anything, like all these thoughts running in my head, that's the rumination, that's the core beliefs, the CBT thing that I told you about. If you keep holding on to what you didn't do and what you haven't done and the things that haven't changed, and it's been this much time, and I'm a should shit on myself all the way, like all the time, and say that I should have been doing this, I should have did that. I feel like that is just such a waste of energy that will keep you stuck in the present moment of that feeling of like, I'm not doing good enough. Like you really do need to forgive yourself for any kind of missed opportunities. Let it go, be present in the moment, and go ahead and get started. Try again. If you can take a breath right now, if you're watching this video and you can take a breath with me right now. Let's do something. Did you breathe? That means you are alive, which means you have another chance to try again. No matter how old you are, no matter how old you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter what you've done in the past or what you didn't do in the past. If you can take a breath right now, you have permission to do it again, to try it again. No matter how many times, try it 50 million times, fail 50 million times. And this is me talking to myself too, because dude, I really do not keep going if I fail. Like failure knocks me off, but I'm actually going to embrace failure. That's another thing that I'm ready to do at this point, is just embrace the chance and the probability that I may fail. My voice may be annoying. I may make mistakes when I speak. My hair may look a little dry. It may be a little raggedy. My points may not hit, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep being consistent. I'm going to try. I'm going to definitely push past my own insecurities and just believe in myself. It's time, I get extremely frustrated with myself because it's just like, do you believe in yourself or not? Because it's like, if no one else is going to be here to motivate, there's literally nobody here. Who's going to motivate me to do the things that I love to do and that I want to do? Who's going to hold my hand and tell me that I'm good enough to do this? I have to be the one. I have to be the one to do that. That's my job. And I take full responsibility and accountability for the work that I have to do with myself in order to have the life that I dream of. The life that I want, that makes me feel have meaning, makes me feel like I have meaning, fulfillment, and enjoyment in my life. It's literally not gonna come from anything else but me. Nobody's gonna care about you the way you're gonna care about you. Nobody's gonna hold your hand. Nobody's gonna come rescue you. That's been like the most powerful, liberating thing for me, is that I know that I'm not gonna be rescued. You know, there is no Superman that's gonna come save me from my depression, my anxiety, my insecurities, you know? There's nobody that's on the way to save me but Jesus, probably. Jesus really is the only one. Jesus, the relationship between you and God is the only thing that's gonna set you free from any type of suffering that you may have. And a lot of the times, we're the ones that bring in our own suffering. I'm gonna be honest with myself. I don't know if you're gonna be honest with yourself, but I'm gonna be honest with myself. I know that I brought on a good chunk of my own suffering throughout my lifetime. A lot of the stuff was out of my control, like the way I grew up and the things that I've been through and the circumstances that I was in that was out of my control, especially as a child. But the way that my mind had formulated things, the way that I thought about myself and the things of that nature, that's actually my responsibility. And it had a lot to do with me and my suffering, you know, my own thoughts and feelings and behaviors. The cognitive behavioral therapy, that's the thing that helps shift my mindset now. You know, I don't have anybody to blame for the circumstances of my life. I won't have anyone to blame if at the end of my life, I look back and I can't say that I didn't do this. I can say I didn't do this and I didn't do that. That's going to be on me. So if it's going to be on me and I have the power to change my reality, the power to change my life, then I'm going to take full responsibility and get to it. Because guess what? We only have this one life to live. This one life. To make it as beautiful as we can, to be as expressive and as loving and as deep and as shallow and as wide and expansive as we can. Like, this is our job here, I feel like. It's just to enjoy ourselves and to work through and navigate through the suffering and the pain and the hardships that really come with life. You can't like go around that stuff. You really do have to learn to work through it and get the tools. Some people are kind of figuring it out, you know. There are tools to kind of get through those hard circumstances in those moments that are genuinely truly out of your control, but like not everything is detrimental, you know. Please comment in the comment section like any type of little teeny tiny steps you've taken to really get to your joy, to really get to the true essence of your soul and who you are. I really want to have that type of community where we talk about the things that we are overcoming, as much as we talk about the things that are impacting us and the state and conditions of our economy and our health and the things that are going on in the world. I do want to have a little corner in my life where we can talk about the things that we are triumphing over. We have victories, the things that are going good as well. Because it's not easy to build routines and be consistent with new habits and things of that nature. So I'm on a journey. That's what my YouTube channel is initially, is the journey through creating a life that's enjoyable for me personally. And for those who are similar or on a similar journey and path, you know, we're in it together. You're not alone in that regard, you know? So hopefully this is making sense. I'm kind of going in a little, you know, but we're here, we're gonna do this. And I really do appreciate you for subscribing. I really want to learn, and that's all I'm doing is learning, because I don't know much. But my brain is able to learn. It's neuroplasticity. I have the ability to learn new things and create new neural pathways in my brain, which is exciting. You have the same thing because you're a human being, so we all have the ability to learn new things. So stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.